You know, there was a person, perhaps like you, who began to wonder, what if everything I believed about myself wasn't carved in stone, but written in wet sand? With just a shift in perspective, a breeze of insight, that entire beach of belief can be rewritten. Imagine walking into a room made entirely of mirrors. Each mirror reflects not just who you are, but who you could be if you believed that you were enough, that growth is a constant, that failure is just feedback in disguise. Now some mirrors show doubt, others show potential, but then one mirror catches your eye. It reflects someone resilient, curious, authentic. Someone who wakes up with clarity and moves with purpose. They smile not because life is perfect, but because they trust themselves to handle it. And in that moment you realise you've been that person all along. The only thing left to do is let it in. Think of your mind like a high-performance operating system. It runs on old scripts. Some were installed without permission, others outdated, buggy, full of emotional malware. But now you're the coder, the hacker, the architect. You know how to debug doubts, upgrade identity, install self-worth, and run a new script of success. For example, you used to hesitate before action, but now your system runs. Action creates clarity. You once feared failure. Now your new OS whispers, failure is feedback. Before, validation felt external. Now the core command line repeats, I approve of myself. That's enough. You're the sculptor of your self-image, each belief a chisel stroke. And beliefs like, people respond to how I make them feel. Momentum beats perfection. Curiosity creates options. They're the tools shaping a masterpiece. And the masterpiece isn't finished, because growth never ends. You're sculpting in real time, fluid identity, reinforced every time you act with boldness, speak with certainty, or show up authentically. You're not waiting to become someone. You're becoming someone right now. As you're absorbing this, you might wonder, will this new belief system sink in now, or in a few minutes, or when you're not even thinking about it? Either way, it's already happening, because learning doesn't wait. Unconscious shifts, they don't need conscious permission. And the more you focus on becoming, the less you need to try. You're already rewiring your feedback loops, living with a magnetic energy, attracting solutions, not problems, seeing challenge as a signal of growth, not resistance. If anyone ever told you you're not enough, what they really meant was, you're more than they could understand. If you ever thought, I don't know what to do, it now becomes, I'm just one action away from clarity. If you ever believed I'm not ready, it shifts into, I'm already becoming who I need to be to step forward. As you continue listening to this, you might start to notice how parts of you already are letting go of the old, accepting the new, welcoming the empowering, rejecting the limiting. And even if your conscious mind forgets, your unconscious remembers what's important. It remembers how to feel empowered, stay resilient, choose curiosity, speak with certainty, act with energy. Because you're always designed to thrive. Let me tell you about a woman who used to shrink back in social settings until she remembered people respond to the energy that I project. She walked into the next room like her presence was a gift. She listened deeply, spoke confidently, laughed easily, and people responded, not because she changed who she was, but because she let go of who she wasn't. She stepped into her true identity, a leader, a light, a mirror for what others could become. And this, too, is who you are, not later, now. Picture this, a lush inner garden. Every time you reflect, affirm, take action, or show gratitude, you plant seeds. Seeds of self-trust, seeds of confidence, seeds of adaptability. In every moment of fear or doubt, it's just soil asking to be tilled. Because you're not your weeds. You're the gardener. And now your garden thrives in sunlight, watered by presence, nourished by meaning, and blooming with purpose. So when someone asks, how did you become this version of you? You smile. Because the truth is, you didn't become anything, you remember it. That you are powerful, you are growing, you are magnetic, you are the source. You're the one who writes the code. You are the sculptor, the speaker, the spark. You're the operating system and the architect. You've always known how.